Hello, boys and girls. In lesson 6.3, we will calculate the radius or the diameter when given the circumference or area of a circle by using the given formulas. Let's give a quick review about the radius and diameter of circles. So, using your prior knowledge, what do you know about the radius and diameter of circles? Well, we know that the radius is the distance from the center of the circle to the edge of the circle. The diameter is a straight line going through the center of a circle connecting 2 points on the circumference. So knowing this, how can we find the radius of a circle whose circumference is 15 pi? Well, if we're looking for the radius and we are given the circumference, well, let's use the formula for the circumference of a circle that shows the radius. That formula is circumference is equal to 2 times the radius times pi. Let's fill in what we know. We know that the circumference is 15 pi. We do not know the radius. That is what we are looking for. So let's balance this equation out by first getting rid of the pi symbol because we find it on both sides. And it's just getting in the way. So our pi's will cancel out, giving us 15 is equal to 2r. By continuing to solve this problem, we will divide by 2 on both sides to balance out our equation, and we find that our radius is 7.5. Because no unit of measure is given, 7.5 is our final answer. So let's try and find the missing measurement of the next problem. And again, we will be using balancing. We're going to find the radius of a circle whose circumference is 20 pi. So when you need to find the radius and you are given the circumference, just substitute and balance as we did in the previous example. So for example, if the circumference of a circle is 20 pi, find the radius, then find the area of that circle. And you may leave it in terms of pi. So for example, in looking at this particular example, if we know that 20 pi is the circumference of our circle, then we know we could use circumference is equal to pi d. We know that our circumference can be substituted by 20 pi. Our pi's would cancel out, leaving us with the diameter of 20. If our diameter is 20, then our radius is 10 inches. Another way we could do that is if we are looking to find the radius, we can use the example 2r pi. We can substitute our circumference with 20 pi, because that's what we know our circumference to be, and then use 2r pi on the other side. Bring it right on down. We can divide by pi on both sides because it's a common term on both sides, leaving us with 20 is equal to 2r. And then when we divide by 2 on both sides, we get the same radius of 10 inches. So now let's use this piece of information to find the area of this particular circle. We know that our formula for area is equal to pi r squared. And when we substitute r with the number 10, and then we calculate 10 squared, we get 100. Because they are asking us to leave our answer in terms of pi, we do not need to calculate pi. So therefore, 100 pi inches squared would be our final answer. Let's take a look at another example. The circumference of a circle is 52 inches. What is the area of that same circle in terms of pi? Well, what do we need to find the area of a circle? Well, to find the area of a circle, we would need to know what the radius is to fill it into our formula. So I'm going to leave that off to the side because I do not know what our radius is, but I can find out what our radius is. We are given the circumference of the circle being 52 pi inches, so therefore let me use the formula circumference is equal to 2r pi. I can fill my circumference in with 52 pi and bring the rest down. I can eliminate pi on both sides because it is a common term, leaving us with 52 is equal to 2r. When I divide by 2 on both sides, then I know that r is equal to 26 inches. So now let's use my radius to find the area of that same circle. I'm going to substitute r with 26, square it, and then because I am leaving it in terms of pi, I'm just going to bring pi down along for the ride. So when I do 26 squared, I know that 26 squared is 676. Bring down the pi, and then write my units squared. Therefore, my final answer is 676 pi inches squared.